Hi, I'm Jeff.
Hi, I'm Annie.
Welcome to this month's Annie's Mailbox lesson. Today, we'll be reading a letter written by a person named Phoenix. The title of Phoenix's letter is Fake News.
Fake news. I have heard this phrase so many times over the last few years.
I know, right? Everyone seems to be talking about fake news these days. So today, we'll be reading a letter from a person named Phoenix, and Phoenix is going to tell us all about fake news.
Right. Every once in a while, we'll stop and correct Phoenix's grammar. We'll have a lot of fun while learning a lot.
Okay, everyone. It is now time for a break. When we return, we'll start reading Phoenix's letter to Annie.
Fake news. Dear Annie, fake news is everywhere in our lives. We can see it in newspapers, on Facebook, and on other social media. It really confuses and bothers us. Older people are more likely to share fake news than young people. They lack the knowledge and skill to tell if it is true. So, they believe the news and spread it. We need to stop fake news. We can teach all elderly people how to spot it. We can also show them which news channels are okay to watch. Sincerely, Phoenix.
Explanation 1.
Welcome back to Annie's Mailbox. Remember, the title of Phoenix's letter is Fake News. Okay, everyone, it is now time to start reading.
Okay. Phoenix begins her letter by saying, Dear Annie, fake news is everywhere in our life.
Phoenix, that was a pretty good first sentence. That being said, you made a slight error, and that means it's now time for the first correction of the day. Phoenix, the pronoun our is plural. Now the word life, that word is singular. So you see what I'm getting at, right? Yeah, you can't say our life. Many people are involved. So you need to say our lives. Got it? Good. Okay, let's take a look at some example sentences. You could say, in the course of my daily life, I encounter many interesting people. Or you could say, public transportation is an important part of our lives.
好 ，Phoenix 这封信是在谈假新闻 （fake news）。那么 “fake” 这个字就是形容假的、不实的。那么信件第一句写到说 ，“Fake news is everywhere in our life”， 假新闻充斥在我们生活中。那么句子里面用到 “life” 是错误的。既然是我们的生活，那就意味着是许多人的生活，这是复数的概念，所以要用复数 lives。例如 ，The internet is a big part of our lives。网络是我们生活中很重要的一部分。那么 Phoenix 应该要把 life 改成复数的 lives 比较恰当。So the correct sentence should read,
Fake news is everywhere in our lives.
Okay, everyone, next up, Phoenix is going to tell us more about fake news. Fake news is everywhere, that's for sure. But where exactly? Where is it found? Where can we see it?
Phoenix says we can see it in newspapers, on Facebook, and on others' social media. Pretty close, Phoenix. But still, we're going to have to make the second correction of the day right now. Phoenix, the word others means other people or other things. Now notice that just now I said other people, other things. Yes, the word other can be followed by nouns, plural nouns. The same does not go for the word others. Others is okay alone, but cannot be followed by a noun. Now, Phoenix, instead of saying others social media, say other social media or other forms of social media. For example, John came up with this good idea and many others besides.
好，读到下一句 We can see it in newspapers, on Facebook, and on others' social media. 在报纸、脸书以及其他社群媒体都看得到假新闻。那句子里的 social media 就是指社群媒体。好，那这边我们要来学 other 的用法。other 可以当形容词来表达其他的、另外的，像是 Do you have other pens？ 你有其他的笔吗？那么 other 也可以当代名词来表示其他的人或是其他的事物，它的复数是 others。举例来说 ，Some boys are playing soccer and the others are playing basketball。有些男孩在踢足球，而其他剩下的男孩呢是在打篮球。我们回头来看 Phoenix 的句子，它要表达其他的社群媒体，这个其他的应该是形容词嘛，所以我们要把代名词 others 改成形容词 other 才正确。So, the correct sentence should read,
We can see it in newspapers, on Facebook, and on other social media. Okay, it's official, everyone. Fake news is everywhere. It's even on social media.
Yep, fake news is the worst. It really confuses and bothers us.
You've got that right. It bothers me, confuses you, and both confuses and bothers everyone else.
Right. Next, Phoenix tells us about who is most likely to spread fake news. Phoenix says older people are more like to share fake news than young people. That's not right. I mean, Phoenix has made a mistake. Anyway, let's take a look at the third correction of the day right now.
Okay, Phoenix. You're trying to say that old people spread fake news, right? And that they do so more often than young people, right? Well, if that's so, if that's the case, the word you should use is likely and not like. Okay, you can like someone, no problem. You can be like someone too, also not a problem. You can like to do something as well. Again, not a problem. You cannot, though, more like to do something. Okay? You can't say that. Anyway, if you're probably going to do something, let's say, you can say that you will likely do that thing. If you do something more often at one point compared to another, or more often act in a way than someone else, you are more likely to do something, or you are more likely to do something than someone else is. Phoenix, you're trying to say that older people are more likely to spread fake news. That's the word to use, likely and not like. For example, I like to go to the park on summer days. I am more likely to go to the park on a nice spring day, though.
好 ，Phoenix 接着写到说 ，Older people are more like to share fake news than young people. 比起年轻人， 年长者更有可能分享假新闻。那么句子里面用 like 是错误的 ，like 可以当动词来表达喜欢，也可以当介系词来表达如同、像什么什么一样。可是 Phoenix 应该是要表达年长者更有可能分享假新闻，这时候要用 likely， 就是在 like 后面加上 ly， 可以变形容词来形容有可能的。当我们说 be likely to 加原形动词，就是有可能做某事 ；be more likely to 加原形动词，就表示更有可能做某事。像是 people with poor eating habits are more likely to have health problems， 有不良饮食习惯的人比较有可能会有健康问题。好，所以这边呢，我们应该把 like 改成 likely 才正确。So the correct sentence should read,
Older people are more likely to share fake news than young people.
Okay, let's move on. Old people are more likely to spread or share fake news. This is a surprising fact. I mean, shouldn't older people know better?
Yes, they should. But there are many things that older people have a hard time with these days. Old people, you see, aren't as good with technology as younger people are. Younger people are good with computers and technology and the internet. Yeah, get this. Some old people have a hard time even using the internet. So for them, it's hard to tell real news from fake news, especially when that news comes from the internet.
Oh, got it. Phoenix talks about this next. She says, they lack the knowledge and skill to tell is it true. To tell is it true?
Which is not, that's not right. So let's go ahead and make the fourth correction of the day. Oh, those poor old people. They can't tell whether or not fake news is, well, fake. Is it true? Is it false? Who knows? Anyway, a key word is missing in your sentence, Phoenix. It's the word if. You see, in English, the patterns are as follows. You say someone can't tell whether something is true or false, or they can't tell if something is true or false. That's the idea here. Now, I've used whether above. You can use the word if in your sentence, Phoenix. For example, I can't tell whether or not it will rain tomorrow.
好，读到信件的下一句 They lack the knowledge and skill to tell is it true. 他们欠缺相关知识与技能来分辨新闻的真伪。好，句子里面的动词 tell 在这边是指分辨，像 tell the difference 就表示分辨差异、区分差别。那么 tell 的后面可以接名词子句来当它的受词。常见的名词子句有that 主词加动词，或是 if 主词加动词，或是 WH 疑问词加主词加动词。举例来说 I couldn't tell if he was joking. 我分辨不出他是否在开玩笑。那么句子里面的 if he was joking 就是名词子句，注意是 he was joking， 不是 was he joking 哦。好，那这边这个 if he was joking 就是当 tell 的受词。我们回头来看 Phoenix 的句子 Is it true?当问句可以，可是它不能拿来当名词子句，不能摆在这边用当受词，所以应该改用 if 是否来引导子句写作 to tell if it is true， 就可以表达出分辨那是否是真的，分辨真伪的语义。So the correct sentence should read,
They lack the knowledge and skill to tell if it is true.
Okay, it is almost time for a break. Before we break though, Phoenix is going to tell us more about old people and the news. The fake news. Old people are bad when it comes to fake news.
Right. They can't tell whether it is true or not. So they believe the news and spread it.
There you go. Okay, folks, with that, it is now time for a break.
Right, but don't go away. We'll be back soon.
Explanation 2. Okay, so far we've read most of Phoenix's letter and we've corrected 4 of her mistakes. We are almost done.
All that remains is 1 paragraph and 1 correction. So, let's get started once again.
Good idea. Okay, Phoenix begins the final paragraph of this lesson by saying that we need to stop fake news. Phoenix believes that we need to stop fake news by helping older people recognize it.
Correct. Phoenix says we can teach every elderly people how to spot it. Good idea, but bad grammar. And that means it's time to make the final correction of the day. Phoenix, the right word here is not every. The right word here is all. Why? Because the word every comes before singular nouns. People, the noun from your sentence, is plural. So the word every just won't do. Go with the word all instead. All and every, you see, are almost the same. The key difference between them, though, is that all comes before plural nouns, and that's what you want in this case. So make the switch, replace every with all. For example, every night I go to sleep at 9:30 p.m. Or stay seated at all times when the plane is shaking.
好，我们看到信件倒数第2句提到 We can teach every elderly people how to spot it. 我们可以教导所有长辈如何辨别假新闻。那这边我们来区分 every 跟 all 的用法差异。Every 是指每个的、全部的。那它后面呢必须接单数名词，像 The teacher gave every student a piece of paper. 老师发给每个学生1人1张纸。好，那至于 all， 它表示所有的、全部的，它后面要接复数名词，像是 When the teacher walked into the classroom, all the students stood up. 当老师走进教室时，所有的学生都站起来了。好，那回头来看 Phoenix 的句子，它要表达所有的长辈，这时候不该用 every elderly people。Elderly people 是复数，我们应该改用 all elderly people 才正确哦。So the correct sentence should read,
We can teach all elderly people how to spot it.
Okay, everyone, we have now reached the final sentence of Phoenix's letter. It says, We can also show them which news channels are okay to watch.
What a good idea. I'm all for helping the elderly, especially when it comes to fake news.
Me too. Okay, everyone, with that, this month's Annie's Mailbox lesson is now in the books. Don't worry though, we'll be back with more Annie next month. Bye-bye.
Fake news. Dear Annie, fake news is everywhere in our lives. We can see it in newspapers, on Facebook, and on other social media. It really confuses and bothers us. Older people are more likely to share fake news than young people. They lack the knowledge and skill to tell if it is true. So, they believe the news and spread it. We need to stop fake news. We can teach all elderly people how to spot it. We can also show them which news channels are okay to watch. Sincerely, Phoenix.
Hello, everybody.
欢迎来到 English in Action， 我是
English in Action. Who are you?
Holly。
我也是耶。
哈
Just kidding. I'm Shane. I'm not Holly. That's the topic today. 我也是耶。
OK.
Yeah.
那我们就进对话了。
Okay. Sorry. 我们停留音关掉。
After the earthquake last night, I couldn't fall back asleep. I was so scared.
You and me both. I didn't sleep at all. I'm so exhausted today. 地震真的很可怕。
真的，我真的没睡饱。Anyways,
You and me both.
yeah. So you and me both 就是两个人。
我们两个都一样。
对，我们两个都一样。
Yeah.
对。还有呢 ，same here.
Yeah, same here.
所以 same 就是一样。
一样。
这里
Here 就是我，应该是我的，在我的地位。
我这里。
我跟你一样。
对。
Same here. Or that makes two of us.
OK， 所以就是
不只有你一个，
不只是我一个，
对，
而是连他也算。
That's right.
我们两个都算进去了。
That makes two of us. So do you want to make three of us?
I don't know.
Them and you and me, like we can help them.
Sure.
Like you and me both.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
got it?
Yeah. Okay.
So if you need some help,
yeah. 靠我们就对了。
yeah, good.
Yeah. Okay.
You and me both.
You and me both.
Same here.
Same here.
That makes two of us.
That makes two of us.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们1分钟的单元。在这1分钟时间里面，我们要来看5个句子，而不是单词，我们是要看句子哦，看看这些句子哪里出问题，要把错误订正过来。同学们，您都准备好了没？我还没，好紧张哦。好。1分钟计时开始。好，第一句叫做 Fake news is everywhere in our life。假新闻充斥在我们生活当中。既然是我们的生活，是很多人的生活，所以你 life 要改成复数 lives， 变成 in our lives。好，第二句 We can see it in newspapers, on Facebook, and on other social media。在报纸、脸书以及其他社群媒体都看得到。others social media 是错误用法 ，others 是代名词，你应该用 other 形容词来形容它，变 other social media 其他社群媒体。第三句 Older people are more like to share fake news than young people。比起年轻人，年长者更有可能分享假新闻。注意 like 是喜欢或者是像，你要用可能的，应该在后面加 ly 变 likely， 所以 more likely to share fake news 更有可能去分享假新闻。第四句 They lack the knowledge and skill to tell is it true。他们欠缺相关知识与技能来分辨新闻真伪。注意 is it true 如果独立出来是是真的吗？这是个问句，没错。可是你怎么可以把它摆在 tell 后面当成一个名词来当受词呢？你应该用 if 去引导它变 if it is true 这样一个名词子句来当受词 tell if it is true 来分辨它是否是真的。第五句 We can teach every 好了，我已经努力了，大家有看到吗？好，我们来看第五句 We can teach every elderly people how to spot it。我们可以教导所有长辈如何辨别。那么 elderly people 是复数，你不可以用搭配 every 后面要搭配单数，所以我们改用 all elderly people 就可以表达所有的长辈了。好，太好了，我已经完成5句了，虽然没有在时间内，可是我们顺利复习完咯。好，不管怎么样，我们下次继续努力吧，下次见，拜拜。